What was that? What? What the? What? Listen, though, it's a lot of people's greetings, you know? What's up, guys? This is your boy. This is your girl. Whatever works for you, do you, though. You know, I'm not really criticizing, but sometimes I hear it over and 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 over. Yeah, yeah, do you? Hey, extraordinary people. This is Nadine of NMC's World, and on this channel, I feature topics that are centered around lifestyle, creativity, reflections, and melodies. If you're new here, please hit the subscription button, turn on the post notification bell. That way, you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your animals. Why am I feeling so goofy today? Oh, I don't want to eat. I want to eat this body. I need to calm down. Okay. I try to center myself and get serious so that, yeah, all right. Anyways, so today I'll be sharing a story time of when I attended St. Elizabeth Technical High School. So, on that given day when I had orientation, dun, 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 I was in the auditorium with lots of children. I was excited about going to a new school. I was even more excited because me that go a high school. Anyways, I know that I was very, very proud of myself. Anyways, so I remember somebody was never happy for me. You girl, you ain't happy for me. When you hear say, me dey go a high school, you say, so are you the first somebody who ever go to high school? Girl, that was fuel to my fire. Yeah, it's another dream killer episode, but adults, please don't do that something there. No do that something there, Because you see, if I weren't a very strong person, me strong from me little, because me ever make up my mind, say me I go do well. Anything me I do, me just put my shoulder to the wheel and just do my thing. And enjoy my journey. So you girl, more I have to come join me on the channel still. I forgave you years ago. I wasn't the first person who would go to high school, but I made sure that I was one of the persons who enjoyed my life and my journey at the new school, St. Elizabeth Technical High School. Girl segue, girl segue. But it just pop in my head and me decide so I'm going to deal with it. You ever feel that way yet? All right. So here I was in the auditorium, and there was a buzz of excitement, and you saw some children who looked very, very nervous because say ragging and then something they get ready to go on. But anyway, me make up my mind say that's something that never go on for me. Yeah man, me need done decide. So anyways, how the auditorium was set up, they had a stage, or maybe you would call it a podium, where whenever we were having devotions or we were having events and functions at the school, the administrators would take the stage, and then there'd be chairs. I think there were some benches at the time in that era. So sit down there, me look a bank voucher, and me look at something them, and I say, all right, cool. Now we have to go up there to show them so me pay my money. I'm ready for this. What if one that? Boy, I will tell you, I know say, did I stop? Hold on. Hi. Hold on, guys. Can't believe me not tell you already, so some days I'm gonna be also prepared, and other days some little things are gonna happen. Because I'm coming with this thing. I'm coming at you natural, natural. Alright, hold on. Once and again, I want video to turn on my phone there. Okay. So you had two administrators on the podium because there were two staircases to go up. It wasn't high, but elevated somewhat, right? So my last name begin with M. So you know, so me have all the time in the world to twiddle my thumb, to look if my uniform neat, to make sure say girl look neat and presentable on the first day. You know what I mean? They look at something there. So as I was saying, some students were very nervous. Um, and some look happy and some just noisy. So it was just a rush. It was just an exciting rush of energy in the room, you know. And of course, you know, so upon the first day, all of the administrators, them are going to say, oh, today we're happy to have you. This is the first day of the rest of your life. And when you come to this institution, you must ensure that you do well. Students, we want to make sure that you're disciplined and you're this and da 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 da. You get the good speech pan that day there. You know what I mean? Yeah, they nice you up that first day there. But further on in the news, you learn said this one ya rough, the one you not really relate to student, but them play them part, and I respect them, and I loved all of who I came in contact with. So I not knock them, you know what I mean? And that, I not assume them. You know. It is so like it, don't you? Anyways, so finally they got down to M for Miller, right? So you see how the NMCs were play out. N for Nadine, M for Miller, creations for some creative aspects of my life that will eventually come out, right? So NMCs. Well, so then catch a M now. So I don't remember on which side, but anyways, they said Nadine Miller. So normally they would call, for example, so here's how they were working the whole thing. So one lady would say, for example, if they were at C, right? And they said, June Campbell, the other person would say, Faye Dawkins. So they might run a nice, well-oiled engine, you know. Human thing of flow. So you come up on this side for whatever alphabet your name have, and they were just in tandem working together. So they get to my name now. So of course, you know, I step out in my uniform and thing, new school. Yeah, hot girl, I go up on podium now, and I drop me the drops and I'm gonna wait for that. So when I got to one of the administrators and she looked down on her paper, she looked back up at me and she said, looked back up at me and she said, Nadine Miller. Then she looked across to her fellow administrator and looked back at the paper. She said, are you Nadine Miller? I said, yes. But then I realized that the other administrator was asking somebody else the same question. Guess what? I bet you never tell me what happened. May I give you know one little bit of time. Guess what happened? The next person also named Nadine Miller. So I said, what? Yeah. So while I was there looking across at the girl and she was looking back at me and the administrator was looking at the next one and looking back at herself and looking down in the paper and looking back up at me. So the other one said, so both of you are Nadine Miller? I said, I am. And the other person said, well, I am. So, because I thought there was an error in the printing sheet, you know. I thought there was an error. So, all right, okay. Okay, guys, so this is Nadine Miller. Hand over a little voucher and verify a little thing and step down. The other Nadine Miller, verify her thing and step down and went back to sit down and, you know what I mean? Waiting for everything to be finished. You wouldn't guess what happened next. You would not guess what transpired next. You're not gonna believe it. Trust me, you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it. Me know. So of course we had other activities that ran throughout the day, So I didn't really get to come in contact with this other person, right? So, new school, you check out where the office is, where the restrooms are, the whole thing that generally happens when you enter high school. They give you a little rundown of what is expected and give you an overview of some of the things that they are putting in place and what they have in place already, etc. The whole thing. So, anyways, check paperwork and everything and realize, say, okay, I'm gonna go. I started in second form, right? So I ended up in 8E. Cool, nice. Let me know what I'm gonna do, what subjects, etc. The whole nine. So on the given day, when it was slated for me to be at school for my first class. So of course, the teacher that was supposed to host that session came in and she had her registration book and stuff. So she go call out the name them now. So call from A, catch down at M now. Nadine Miller, present, miss. So what? Not again. Not again. This carry. I want to keep it so. What is this? Come here, say then I home me a echo. But then my voice no sound like my voice. So me look cross. Boom. The same Nadine Miller when they did the pan orientation day in a me class people. The smart administrator them put me and the other Nadine Miller in the same classroom. And I say, wow, I must one 8th grade, I must one second form in this school. Yeah. I have to just one second form class in the entire school because it can't be. On the day of registration, and I noticed say a two Nadine Miller. Bright Sparks, them put the two in the same class. Yes, maybe go my number can say anything. Bright Sparks, them put the two in the same class. I guess you're gonna ask the question. So what happened next? I'll tell you. It stayed that way for the duration of my stay at St. Elizabeth Technical High School. They didn't seek to change us from 1 8th grade like then I put one in a 8E and one in a 8D or whatever. Me and Nadine Miller in the same class right throughout high school. So what they had to do, they used our middle initials to differentiate us, right? So I think the other Nadine middle name was M. So them just called me Nadine A. They're smart, not sure. But I may tell you, I feel so. I feel so they're really smart. Very bright people them. Can look how much other grade did they where they could have put one away in. And I mean it's the first day. It's we're new. So it wouldn't be anything. But I guess they knew what they were doing at the time. But she was a really nice person and we got along quite well. I was from Manchester. I think she was from Montego Bay. Yeah, she was from Bay. Anyone wanna have that experience or me just share with you? If yes, comment below. With the same name thing. I think that was the first and the last time I happened to have met anyone who had first and last names, that we both had first and last names being the same. Which high school did you go to? Do you have any pleasant memories? What were your memories like? Were they good memories or bad memories? Would you go back to high school now if given the chance to just go right back through everything? My school, I did nice school. My school, I did good school. At the time, Mr. Shuck, Mr. Watson, was the principal, very stern man, very, very disciplined. He was a disciplinarian. If you've had that experience, please comment below. Sure.
I'm very happy.
You're bad looking. Guys, look who's here. Yeah, but me no want you to be stiff or nothing like
I'm not
that.
gonna be stiff. I'm gonna relax and chat to you.
Okay.
What do you do? What's wrong with you?
Okay. All right.
Don't
So.
phone me.